Hey everybody, Vader Saber 1984, also known as that drunk guy and his bullshit opinion. Well, never thought I'd see the day, but all good things come to an end, and sometimes you just got to go ahead and put it out there. So today's video is going to be about the president who has lost his way and my support. Grab yourself a drink, grab yourself smoke, grab on your butts, your balls, your boobs, whatever you got. Because I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of leftist haha, I told you so's, but here we go.
This is Vader Saber 1984.
That drunk guy and his bullshit opinion. Freedom of speech, bitch!
Drunk guy and his bullshit opinion.
That drunk guy and his bullshit opinion.
This drunk guy and his bullshit opinion.
This drunk dude. He thought he was gonna pay us to do you.
Alright guys, so this has been coming for a while. It's been on my shoulders. I believe I did a what the fuck Trump, what the hell Trump video. And that was basically me just asking some of these questions that, well, you said day one. Here we are. So here it is, 453 days since Donald Trump has been president, being inaugurated in January 20th, and as of April 19th, the 47th president. So I went back and I rewatched the victory speech that he did at the 2024 election. And he did a couple quotes. I watched the whole thing. It was like 25 minutes and change. There's three of them that I want to share. And they were in order. Help our country heal. Not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars. And promises made will be promises kept. Remember that. Education, universities, climate change, Justice Department, crime, immigration, economy, healthcare, foreign policy and defense, Social Security, homelessness, transgender rights, and big tech. Well, since the main thing in the news is foreign policy and defense, it says Trump wants European allies to pay back the U.S. for depleting its military stockpiles, sending weapons to Ukraine. He has also taken a hardline stance on China, calling for new restrictions on Chinese-owned infrastructure in the U.S. and wants to build a missile defense shield. Guess it sounds good on paper. Now, let's go on the things that he promised over the campaign. During the campaign, he ran on the Epstein files, the arrests, prices, food, rent, properties. Said they would all go down. The country's debt, Ukraine war coming to an end. Day one, right? Wasn't that day one? No new wars. Hey, that's a big one. Transparency, Antifa, no corruption, taxes, Doge, stimulus checks. And he didn't even call them stimulus checks at the time. He said he called them Doge dividends. Arrest for January 6th and all the setups and corruption and everybody that was behind them. Those are things that I said, yes, those things need to happen. And let's go ahead and go along with what he has done. Just that way it's not all seeming very leftist and like I'm changing sides, like, oh, I'm going to be a liberal. I'm going to color my hair and pierce my nose and support abortions. No, none of that, okay? But what he has done, he has closed the border. He has enforced immigration. And he's keeping men out of women's sports so far. And that's all I got. Prices have not gone down. Not very much. And for a while, we did get lower gas prices, and I'll get to that. Ukraine war in day one. Hell, you don't even hear about Ukraine war now. We're too busy with the Iran war. Taxes. Taxes are still way up there. Yeah, you may have been no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on the Social Security for the elderly. But that doesn't affect me. Holding people accountable for January 6th. What arrests have been made? But what about the people that were behind all that? What about the people that deserve to be in jail? What about the people that were FBI informants or undercover agents? Transparency. Now, I was all for hearing everything that Carolyn Levitt, who just had a baby, her saying, yeah, we're going to be transparent about everything. And that kind of died off after about month one. The Epstein files. And I've said it once and I'll say it again. The reason why he doesn't want the Epstein files is because he's in them. If not, people that are his friends, his confidants, his cabinet members, his supporters, his donors, they're in them. And so he's going to protect them. None of these people are ever going to go to jail. They're just not. Why I am in this state of mind. What is it with Trump attacking people for not going along with his narrative, his agenda? Hey, if you don't like me, you're my enemy.
My allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy. If you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
And I don't care if it's Thomas Massie, Marjorie Taylor Greene, or Alex Jones, Tucker Carlson. The guy is just bad-mouthing freaking everybody. And no, he's never been a Christian, but it's not something that you need in your commander-in-chief. It's not something you look for. It's not somebody you look up to. And it's not somebody you really want running your country. That's not presidential-like. No kings protest. No kings, no kings. Well, when you act like a dickhead, people compare you to a king, even though they've never lived under a king's ruling. It's not really helping your claims there, dude. Trump said at one time, why don't we stop income tax? So, well, my question is, if you do that, who's going to pay all the fucking debt? What is the debt right now? National debt is $39 trillion. That means we have gone up $2 trillion in the past year. Starting a war doesn't help a country. It hurts a country. You're writing checks that the American people can't cash.
What's another 80,000?
Are you telling me the Crown is 3 million in debt?
I'm telling you the Crown is 6 million in debt.
How could he let this happen?
The Master of Coin finds the money, the King and the Hand spend it.
We can't support that. Every taxpayer that is in America that pays their taxes is accountable right at this moment with $39 trillion of debt, is accountable for $357,000. And granted, it was 37 trillion, 36 trillion, 34 trillion during Joe Biden's 4 years. He was writing checks to Ukraine. And I did not agree with it then.
Fucking Zelensky's just sitting there like, where's my allowance? No. Not our fight, not our bullshit. Get the fuck out of that. We don't need any part of it. And we're going to send them more of our tax dollars. More money that comes out of our pockets. And they're just printing it up, raising our taxes. More inflation, more gas prices, more food prices, just to give them money.
Hey, we're going to assign Doge and they're going to find all this fraud. And with all that fraud, we're also going to have tariffs, and with all that money, we're going to give the money back that we saved to the American people and the American taxpayers. We were supposed to get checks from Trump from all the savings. It says on the Doge website, we have saved $215 billion, which is a taxpayer save of $1,335.40. I didn't even get that back in my tax return this year. I got $86. Okay, right now, it is May 2026. Gas is $4.80 a gallon. May 2022, $4.59. So it dropped. May 2024, it dropped to $3.69. January 2025, $3.29. That leads me to this. Average national gas prices raised 25 cents for the second straight week. And this is from AAA fuel prices. You can look at the website for yourself. It's always updated. Current gas prices here in Texas, as of now, $4.58. Average yesterday, $4.53. A week ago, $4.30. A month ago, $4.14. Low is $3.80. And a year ago today, $2.79, but an average of $3.15. It made the gas prices go down until this stupid fucking war. Diesel, $5.80 and $5.90 and $4.80 right here in this part of Texas, where we have usually some of the cheapest gas ever. Little pain for little gain is what Trump said. It's going to hurt for a little while until we get all this figured out. Okay. We hurt under Joe Biden for 2.5 years with gas prices before they finally started coming down. 2.5 years we were paying $4 to $5 in this part of Texas. This has only been a month. Okay. Well, when the prices of gas go up, diesel is more expensive. To get your goods to you, those drivers need to pay that gas, or the companies that they drive for pay that gas to bring you your goods to the grocery store, what have you. Well, if gas prices go up, they can't pay those drivers as much, so they have to lower the drivers' prices. Gas prices go up, you have less drivers, less people can be paid for all that. So it starts hitting their pocket. And there's been a lot of people getting upset at me on social media because I'm trying to tell everybody this has happened before. This is not me sitting there tooting the Trump. I'm on Trump's, bandwagon for this fucking war. I'm not. This is me saying that anytime there is war, prices will excel. They will go up. And I don't know if this country is going to be able to handle it again. They're talking about making the national minimum wage $25 an hour. Here in Texas, it's $7.50, $7 an hour. $7.25, I believe, is minimum wage. The average minimum wage, $25? Oh, yeah, great. Yeah, you want to pay $10 a gallon for your milk? No, that is insane. This country cannot afford that. What has happened economically is since the pandemic in Joe Biden's 4 years, inflation went skyrocket. They gave everybody a bunch of money. Everybody just blew it on shit. Nobody saved it. You give a bunch of people money, you flood the market, prices go up. Well, everybody gets used to that. Hey, I wasn't making as much as when I was living off the government, sitting in my home, playing PlayStation for 2 years. Now that I'm back to work, I need to make that kind of money now. Okay, we'll give you $20 an hour. The economy never recovered. So everybody was getting all that free money. Everybody was spending it. During that time, they were just buying off of Amazon. Oh, time to go back to work. Well, the economy never healed from that. The more you pay your people, the more you have to charge for your product. It's basic economics, folks. If you went to high school, graduated, maybe went to college, you'd probably remember that. What are the solutions? What can be done? I don't have an absolute fucking clue on how to fix it. It's not my job to fix it. My honest opinion is you're doing it for Israel. You are Israel's bitch, and you're doing whatever they want because they're going to do something. Is Epstein dead? I don't think so. People can still, be brought to the table. Why haven't people gone to jail for that? Other than one person? Everybody in the redacted list, co-conspirators, redacted? Nobody's going to jail. Does that have any effect with the economy? Possibly it could. Because Epstein was aligning himself with people that controlled the markets. So that very might be the reason. I don't think he's dead. But maybe it was a body double. He had his prostate removed. The body they found had a prostate intact. So I'm pretty sure there's some shenanigans going on there. Why the FBI is, nope, he killed himself. Nope, nobody else. They're covering up. All right, conspiracy all you want. We are not getting transparency. We're not getting the truth. And that's what makes Americans mad. We're still paying the exact same amount almost on everything that we were during Joe Biden. And it makes people like me who, hey, Team Trump, support my president, make America great again, sit there and go, you're embarrassing us. You've lied to us. You haven't kept your promises. But accountability needs to start being upheld. You fuck up, say you fucked up. Because honestly, this administration is starting to look exactly like the one before. Lies, corruption, starting a war, going to a war, being a part of a war, sending all of our tax dollars to support that war. And after 4 years of that shit, we don't need any more. If this shit doesn't get fixed, they're going to try and impeach him again. And I think there's only 2 or 3 seats left that will probably get flipped, which is what the midterms are all going to be about. And I'm almost certain that when the midterms happen and this disapproval rate that Trump has right now is going to flip those few seats if this shit doesn't stop. If this war doesn't stop, if people don't start getting their money back, if the debt doesn't go down, if people don't start going to jail, if the Ukraine war doesn't stop, if the taxes continue to skyrocket, if nobody is being held accountable for assassinations, assassination attempts, January 6th, Antifa, and they will impeach Trump again. But this has got to stop. I'm ashamed right now of this presidency. I'm ashamed of the president. I'm ashamed of Republicans in the House. I will never vote Democrat, ever. Those people are fucking retarded. Absolute batshit crazy. They can't even tell you what a woman is, let alone tell you what you need to do right for the country. They want to increase taxes, no matter what, to give to people. It takes Nick Shirley, a 23-year-old, well, he's 24-year-old kid, to go into these places, whether it's Minnesota or Los Angeles, Detroit, and show the corruption that these people are living off of my tax dollars that I pay. And Doge never found any of that. Elon Musk didn't find any of that. Come on, guys. That kid's got more transparency than Doge did. You fucked up, Trump. You have fucked up. And I don't know if it's the people you're listening to from Israel. I don't know if it's people in your cabinet. I don't know if it's the fact that you have the Epstein list hanging right over your head. Like, if you don't do this, yeah, we're going to show everybody. You can't be president again. It's your last term. You might as well go out on your shield with some honesty and integrity. Fucking 80 years old. Nobody cares about your fucking ballroom. Nobody cares about the UFC going to be at the White House. You know, all that shit's just for show. You got gold in the Oval Office. I mean, you put your name on every fucking tower you can. You speak of yourself in the third person. Like, get some humility. Get off your fucking high horse, man. You've been president once, now twice. You don't need anything else, man. Fix the country like you promised. And for the love of God, read off your teleprompter, because people are getting tired of hearing your fucking bullshit. All right? Everybody's tired of hearing you repeat yourself over and over because, I don't know, maybe you're not cognitive enough or you just really like saying tremendous all the fucking time. But just stick to the teleprompter, okay? In the words of the great Richard Pryor, I said have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up. In your case, have a Diet Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up. We're sick of it. They're still probably going to impeach you. But I am disappointed. Yeah, I'm fucking just fuck this. I'm done. Where's my weed gummy? I want to thank you for watching it all the way to this point. If you wouldn't mind, give me a like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. It would help out a lot. And there's no bloopers this time. But until next time, take care of yourselves. Peace.
What an